Hey guys, and welcome to Trekking with the Castros, where I make homeschool videos about experiences and spending time together because I believe that that makes the most lasting memories. It's early, I have my coffee, and we can quickly jump into planning the upcoming homeschool year together. I have my planner, and we can dive into it a little bit. So this is going to be, well, at least this morning, this will be a video on planning the upcoming school year. So it'll be the 2024, 2025, and we plan to start in early September. We'll see about late August depending, but right now it's just early September. This year, I am actually using a new lesson planner. It is the Homeschool Lesson Planning Minimalist Notebook, and it's 52 weeks, which is undated. And this one, let me see. You see it? So this style goes against everything that I like, but I got it because it was simple, easy to use, so we're rolling with it. But quick review, I don't like undated planners. Planning is already a lot, and when I have to go through and write each week, it just is really tedious. So I prefer a lesson planner that is more open and go. It's already dated and I can skip things around if I need to. So something to consider when buying a planner. And hardback binding, I like spiral. It's just easier, especially when you go to open it. Let's just shoot to a page right here. Like on this page, really hard to write in these blocks right here because of the binding. Again, these are kind of small things, but those are just my two little pet peeves that I knew to consider before buying this. I just was trying to save money, and so I bought this one. But other than that, I like it. It's really simple. It really seems to be easy to use. We'll see if I use it next year. My last video, I went over how I schedule this. I will link that up here if you were interested in watching that. It's sort of like my first step to it. So the first thing that I did was I went and marked when we were going to start. Move that coffee out the way. So I went here and I did my lesson plans a lot more laid back this year because I know I mentioned in my other videos, I get really stressed out when I get really behind when I plan so far in advance. So I just stuck my bookmark on my first page and then I went to the very last week and I stuck my little sticky note flag on it because I know that I have roughly 120 lessons in especially language arts and math and history and science, and I want to get them done within 30 weeks, but I have allotted for 2 extra sick weeks, so I have 32 weeks. And this year we are going from, instead of a 5 school day to only a 4 school day because our cohort meets usually on every Friday, and we were getting behind in the last 2 years because I hadn't planned for those Fridays. So my goal this year will be Monday through Thursday is school, and if we don't have a cohort event, we will do school on Friday, and that'll keep us like almost an extra week or 2. If we do need extra sick days or wiggle room, we won't get as behind. So I'm excited to have a little bit more breathing room and relaxed. So the first thing that I do is I go in, and let's see if you can see this. And I go and I write Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I still write Friday, and then it gives us an extra row here. And I kind of use that as mom for anything that I need. So I will write our book up here, which I will go over the books with our electives, but the first book we're reading is the Diary of Anne Frank because we will be going to Amsterdam in November, and so it is a book that our entire family of 20 plus people are reading together. So required reader, we're going to read that, just incorporate that in school. Oh, the joys of homeschool. You can kind of add things in that's convenient to your family, and it's wonderful. Okay, back on topic. So, after I've gone through and I've labeled the weeks and I've gone all the way to week 30, I go and I have Bible, and we are doing a art study. And then underneath, I do language arts, and math, history, and science. And that is how I do it. And then every child has a different color, as you can see. So my youngest is in this color. It goes from youngest to oldest. So youngest, kindergarten, first grade, fifth grade is how I have done it in the colors. So then language arts, I have abbreviations. I did not write the lesson number in this one this year. And this is the first year that I'm not writing the specific lesson number in each box. I just know that it needs to be a lesson from this workbook or this curriculum for this child on this day, because we were getting behind. And then at one point last year, we were like 20-30 lessons behind, and it just stressed me out to look at it. So this year we're foregoing that. So that's really the basic layout. Let's see if I skip ahead a little bit. The only thing I've actually really planned out is science, because science is my least favorite, but I'm actually the most excited about it this year. So I'll send that in a later video. Let's see if I go. Here's an example. So I went through, but I also know that this day we don't have school. It's Halloween. Or let's see if we can find one where we don't school. Here we go. Here's one. Here's one where on Monday that we're off. So this is what it looks like. And I just kept going. It's really as simple as that. It just takes me about a week to really do this, but it's only about an hour to maybe 2 hours a day that I do this, just because I don't get enough uninterrupted time. But if you could do like a full 6-hour day, you might can get it done. I just needed to do lots of breaks. So like this one, I can tell it's in March because I have St. Patrick's Day written down. In March we're off for St. Patrick's Day. And that's week 23 of school. And then I also, one good tip that I do is I start us off strong in the beginning of the year. I have more lessons for each day, and as the year progresses, we go from maybe 4 lessons a week of that subject, now down to only 3 lessons a week in that subject, and then down to 2 lessons a week in that subject as the year is coming to an end. We're all getting a little burnt out and done, and it works out really wonderful. So the last little bit, let's see if I can do this. So for our youngest, I have the child's initial. Here we go, this one's a little better. I have those math and language arts. I swapped those on accident. So for our youngest, she's doing My Father's World. Our kindergarten is going to be doing, this H is for handwriting, and TGTB is the good and the beautiful. And then for our first grader, she has handwriting and the good and the beautiful for language arts. And our oldest is doing the good and the beautiful for language arts. TT is math for teaching textbooks. And then our other 2 are doing the good and the beautiful math. And then down here, history, we're doing beautiful feet as like a family curriculum because kindergarten and first grade came together. We did kindergarten last year, and we'll finish up for first grade with the other half of the beautiful feet books. And then for my oldest, we are actually going to do Story of the World. We have the audio CDs, which we love, but I'm kind of doing it as like supplemental, and we're just going to listen to those when we're in the car going to the grocery store or going places. We'll throw in a chapter of Story of the World, and they really enjoy listening to that in the car, so it works out nicely. Other than that, that's really like a quick I guess, run through of it. The page before each lesson looks like this. It's personally not my jam. There's like tiny little dots on the page of not really much to write with, and I pretty much left them whole. I'm just doing this as sort of like my, what's the word? I'm using this as my planner, my daily routine, because this is really all I need. And this just kind of keeps us all on track, and my oldest can look at it and see what she also needs to get done during the week. And hopefully our youngest my second oldest will be able to fluently read throughout the middle of the school year is my hope, and she'll be able to kind of look and see what needs to be done as well. So we're really excited. I will make separate videos for curriculum picks for 5th grade, 1st grade, kindergarten, what we're doing for kind of like our preschool-ish. She's only 2, almost 3. She's pretty much 3. What we're doing for that, what our family subjects are for history and science, and what our electives are. So we're doing an art study and what books we're going to be reading this year. So I'll kind of compile those together. Let me know if you have a preference of which one I do first, especially if I know people are probably either have already bought their curriculum or are about to. So let me know in the comments if one of those you would prefer sooner than the others. And I really hope that this was somewhat helpful. Again, I've never used this lesson planner before, and it is the Homeschool Lesson Planning Minimalist Notebook, and I bought it off of Amazon. So I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I'll buy this planner next year just because of the binding style. I like spiral bound, and that it's undated, and it has the little tiny dots in between the pages to write on. It's not my favorite. And the months of the year, as you can see, you have to do it yourself. So not my choice, not my preference, but I know it is for some people who love it, and I'm fine. If that's what works for you, that's great. I just like it a little bit more open and go, so I can just write in it and everything's already there. So I am looking forward to sharing the curriculum picks videos that I will send out next, and hope that it is super useful. Again, let me know if you have a preference of who. I think I'm going to do oldest to youngest, so 5th grade, 1st grade, kindergarten, and then I'll do the electives and the joint family subjects. Thank you guys for watching so much, and I hope that any of this is helpful. Let me know if it is, and please feel free to share your lesson planning and what you use. So I'm be interested to kind of piggyback off of if we use the similar things or if it's completely different and where you get it from. Thanks. Bye.